Welcome to Spirit of Bermuda. My name is Lamar Samuels. I'm a former watch leader on board and I'm a relief engineer. I'm here to bring Spirit of Bermuda to you in a time where you can't come to her. Spirit of Bermuda was launched in 2006 to provide experiential learning and education to the youth of Bermuda. She's 118 feet long, she's a 3-masted schooner, and she's designed to be a sail training vessel. Spirit of Bermuda operates with 7 essential crew, 3 watch leaders, a chef, a chief engineer, a chief mate, and a captain. These are cowl vents. These actually allow for ventilation down below. So when the air condition's not running, we can actually turn these and face them into the wind and allow air down below. So this is our small boat, or our rescue boat. So being she's such a massive boat, sometimes we need to get places, but not without the whole ship. So we can launch that, either go rescue someone if they fall overboard, or to just run errands. Traditionally, masts were made out of solid wood. But being such a modern ship, Spirit of Bermuda has carbon fiber masts, meaning they're hollow and very light, but very strong. So this is a winch. This provides mechanical advantage so that we can control the sails on board. So this is a life raft. This is one of the many pieces of safety equipment on board that we have that is absolutely essential to voyages on board. So here in the cockpit, we have what we call the helm. Without the helm, we wouldn't be able to steer the ship and get where we need to go. So when the ship's not sailing, this is where the engine driver controls the engines, so the captain and the helmsman can be focused on their own tasks. So here we have our communication and navigation equipment. We have our chart plotter and GPS, which allows us to find out where we're going and what to avoid. But even though we have all this stuff, we normally use our trusty old compass. So now we're below decks in the navigation room. We have our chart plotter, satellite phone, and radios. So this is our main chart plotter. This is where we plan our overseas voyage and our longer passages on board. While we're in the middle of the ocean, we can also download weather reports and view emails from our team ashore. All right, now we're going to go to the engine room. Great. Hey, Dave.
Hey. Hey, Lamar.
Can you tell us a bit about the engine room?
Sure. The engine room is where all the power comes from. Right here we've got our generator that gives us the power when we are out at sea for electricity. We've got a water maker here for giving us fresh water from the ocean. And then of course we've got the main engine down here, which propels us when we're going into the dock or when we're not using the sails. So a lot of equipment in here. Right now the electricity is off because we're in the middle of changing out our batteries. Air conditioning units over here, and behind there is a refrigeration unit, and then 2 silver boxes here which are our water heaters.
So we're here in the galley. This is where the chef operates and can feed up to 30 people 3 meals a day. So this is the saloon. This is where people eat. It's also our classroom, and at night, people also sleep in here. So this is a forward accommodation. This is where most of the crew and students sleep on board the ship. So when the students come on board the ship, this is where they keep all their kit. Quite small, but it normally fits. So this is one of our harnesses. These provide safety to everyone who's sailing on board the ship whilst on deck. In the event that someone falls overboard, it has a built-in life jacket that automatically inflates, and during rough weather, it helps us keep attached to the boat. So I got involved when I was about 13 years old doing my youth program on board. I stayed involved, and as I was leaving high school, I got an offer to become a watch leader on board. So I worked as a watch leader for 3 years. During that time, I trained alongside the engineer on board to become a part-time engineer. After that, I left to go to the UK to study marine engineering. I just finished my 2nd year, and I have 1 more year to go. Since 2006, Spirit of Bermuda has taken over 5,000 students on voyages and provided many of them with pathways into the maritime industry. Spirit of Bermuda has impacted me by providing me a pathway into a career as a professional in the maritime industry.